So we welcome Dave. Dave, welcome to the show. He's asking, is it possible to copy a Facebook event link and place it in other media, LinkedIn, email, etc.? Or does a Facebook event only exist on Facebook? That's a great question, Dave. And what other questions do you have? This is the perfect time, perfect place for you to ask your questions on anything that you have related to websites, social media marketing, or more. We've got one question coming in from our studio audience right now, so let's answer that. It's coming from Dave Ray with Mind Masters out of South Bay. He runs a mastermind group that's based in South Bay, currently meeting in La Mesa. So we welcome Dave. Dave, welcome to the show. He's asking, is it possible to copy a Facebook event link and place it in other media, LinkedIn, email, etc.? Or does a Facebook event only exist on Facebook? That's a great question, Dave, and the answer is yes. Thanks for asking. Bye-bye now. No, I'm just kidding. The answer is yes to both sides of your question. So number one, you create that Facebook event in Facebook, and yes, that event only lives in Facebook. However, if you've created it to be a public event, which you should, which you probably are doing, especially if you want to encourage more people to come to it, then in that case, it's a public event. So you can use that link, that Facebook event link, and then go to the other social media places and share it. Yes, I would absolutely recommend that you do that. That's a great thing to do. So the quick answer is yes, Dave. It does exist on Facebook only, but they want you to grab their link and go to the other places and bring people back into their platform. They don't have any problem with that at all. So yes, you can create an event in Facebook and then take that link and share it over into the other areas. Absolutely, Dave. Great question. Thank you for asking. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions on that in the next few seconds. I want to make sure I'm answering your question. So let me know if that answers your question, or if you have it, or if you had another question. I'm going to name that a popcorn question. When you ask a question and I give you an answer, and you immediately have another question pop up, we're going to call that a popcorn question. I don't know if that phrase exists anywhere in the world or if I just invented that for the first time, but that's what came to my mind. You know, pop, 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 pop. So we're going to give Dave a few minutes here. The timing is a little delayed on this because I'm talking and then it goes through Facebook and then people see it and then they type back and then it comes back to me. So there's a little bit of a time delay between me talking and the audience actually responding. So we'll give Dave just a second to write something back. You could write, great, yep, thanks, or you could ask another follow-up question. While we're waiting for Dave to chime back in, this is the place for you. This show is for you. How can I help you this week? What could help you move forward? There's a lot of ways to send me your question. Drop me an email, cj@askawebgeek.com. Or the even best way to do it is join our Facebook group and ask it right there on the page for everyone to see. I'll see it and I'll put it in the show and I'll talk about it, but you'll also get the benefit of our entire community jumping in with their thoughts and ideas. And most of them are correct. Most of them are good ideas. We've got some really smart people in our Web Geek community. I'm not the only Web Geek in our community these days. So that's the perfect place to ask your question. But whatever's convenient for you. If you're near Twitter, @Ask A Web Geek, feel free to tweet me and ask me your question there. Send me an email, like I mentioned, if that's convenient. Where else could you do it? You could leave a comment on one of the videos on either Facebook or YouTube, or even directly on our website, askawebgeek.com. I will mention though that if you leave if you're leaving your question as a comment under another video, there is a risk I may not see it. So it is absolutely best for you to get my attention, alert me with a new post in our group, a tweet that you send me, or an email that you send me. I just want to make sure that I absolutely see your question and we address it in an upcoming show. So those are the absolute best places to ask your question. We're here to serve you. Our community is here for you. I'm here for you. I want to help you do better business, do more business, and do better business. That's why I'm here to serve you. Let's check our comments before we wrap up the show. Dave says, okay, thanks. I see now how to copy the event link. Couldn't find it yesterday. Okay, great. And keep in mind, when you're on Facebook and you're doing things on your own page, the link that you see at the very top may not be the link that you want to share to other people. That might be your own I'm the author of the page and I'm editing the page kind of a link. It might be like an admin link. And so you really want to make sure that you're sharing the correct link. So in the Facebook event, there may be a place where it's telling you this is the link to share. They may specifically give it to you. Or if you click on the link, you click on the event you've created, and at the top of the thing, it should say facebook.com/events/gobbledygook letters. That's probably the right link to grab, the one that says facebook/events/nonsense letters. Possibly. Okay. So hopefully Dave's found the right link. He says he has. So good. Let me know if you have any questions on that. I'm going to remind you one more time about our sponsors this week and the other tools that are Thank you so much for being here with me this week. You can find all the links and details to our show at askawebgeek.com. We're here to support you. We're here to help you grow in your business week after week. What's holding you back? What's causing you to struggle in your internet jungle this week? I want to help you move through it. I'm the website safari guide, and I'm here to help. At Gilbert Studios, we understand the internet is a jungle. It's so easy to get lost and go down the wrong path and get distracted and find yourself lost. It's a time suck. It'll consume hours of your time and you won't even know what happened. Don't let that happen to you. Hire a well-trained guide to lead you through and get you where you want to go. Hope that you have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful Website Wednesday, and we'll see you next week in the Web Jungle. God bless. Yeah, Melissa's saying this'll make me work on my improvisational skills. That's for sure. That's no problem. That's rarely a problem. I rarely have a problem talking off the cuff. That's never a problem. I can babble incessantly for hours. Give me a topic, I'll talk about a topic. Don't give me a topic, I'll just talk about whatever comes to my mind, which could be a scary thing. I have a pretty good brain filter, but most of the time I just say whatever I'm, almost thinking, and you and I hear it together when it comes out of my mouth. So that's a fun experience most of the time. So invite a couple friends that that are in business that could use some tools and tips and techniques like this, and invite them to the show and invite them to ask questions. We're still looking for questions. The internet's a jungle. Roar! And that's our show. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye now. WebsiteTreasureHunt.com